air conditioner in the background.
Oh, because it's hot as shit there, huh?
Yep.
Oh, really? What's the temp up to?
Right now it's 89.
Oh!
Bro, well, he got 89. He got the humidity and he got the smoke.
Okay. Yep.
You getting it all. God damn.
God damn. Yeah, we really
67 over here. Shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, Everett's so fucking... oh, my God.
It's so fucking... Everett is so fucking right now.
I think it's supposed to be 95 here.
Fucking...
It's supposed to be 95?
In Oregon?
Yeah, or sometime maybe it's sometime this week. Maybe it's not today.
Face.
But all I know is that here's a either or. Do you want 95 no smoke, kind of humid, or do you want 89 very humid smoke?
I'd much rather take the no smoke. It's ashy out here.
Ashy.
It's ashy, hashy. Yeah, hasn't it been fire season for y'all?
Nah, man, we haven't had. I mean, maybe like one fire, but yeah, not really for me. What about you, Hash?
Yeah, Oregon has gotten a couple fires, and then there was a thunderstorm yesterday or something like that started some fires. There's a bunch of lightning in the area. Oh, look at those sunglasses. Now we're cooking.
We're cooking.
The podcast or whoever our listeners are just like, oh, great weather update from like multiple days ago. This is a great way to start a podcast. Let me tell you, something that's timely, that has no relevance, that means nothing, and you guys just keep rambling about it. That was great. 2-minute cold open. You know what we're gonna do about
baby.
that?
Wow.
You know,
why else do people listen to this podcast, man?
You know,
to get the weather updates from several days ago, from
disparate
regions.
I'm trying to get retroactive. It's like the almanac. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or is that to break it down in the future?
I don't know.
Come on. That's all.
Yes. God damn it.
Listeners, welcome on into the Nostalgia Pit, podcast aiming to dissect pop culture, the subconscious, and other psychological phenomena through a hyperbolic and prismatic lens. Hosted by Throb Snow, Colin Cassard, Shroom Daddy 69. The Nostalgia Pit is available all the places you find your podcasts, including YouTube. That's right, every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific. Noon Eastern. You can catch us live on YouTube, premiering, watching these episodes. And it's something that we do, okay? It's something that we do. And what we do is we talk things, we talk about stuff. And if you're judging by the background, potentially if you're watching us on YouTube, you might have an inkling as to what we're talking about today. Right behind Throb, there's some letters, you know, I see an F and an O, and an other letter, but then an R, and then the number's 27. And I mean, I don't know if you guys ever went to head shops in the late 90s, early 2000s, but I did, okay? I looked at the records, I looked at the posters. You guys remember this one? Oh, that's me. That's me, I'm big. Do you guys remember this poster?
Vaguely, no. Vaguely, no.
This is a Salvador Dali-esque painting. You got Kurt Cobain just walking into the door. This was painted at probably 94, 95, I'm presuming when he died. Into a house that is very psychedelic and trippy. It looks like it is potentially in the sky with their clouds. And you got Hendrix, Joplin, Jim Morrison chilling. And it's the 27 Club, okay? We're all musicians here, the three of us. We know what we're doing. We know what we're talking about. We're talking about music. Okay? We're talking about people's deaths. Okay? Untimely deaths at the age of 27. So much so to coincidentally form the zeitgeist, looking at the number 27 differently, as if it's the number 13. You know, we got superstitions now. So I figured we'd talk about that, because, you know, why not? It's the 27th episode of Season 6 of the Nostalgia Pit. And so that's why it's Forever 27. So that's why we're here. How you feel about that?
Damn, we've been doing this shit for 6 years.
Right. Yeah, 30 episodes a season, you know. Massive gap in one, but yeah, it makes up for about 6 years. We started the pandemic.
Goddamn.
It's been a long way. Go back and listen to season 1. It's a long way. You know, we had none of this stuff, you know. We had none of the warps, the okie dokie. You know, the star picks. Wahoos. The beginnings.
Here we go!
Come on. All right.
All right.
Blood.
There's blood.
K-hole.
Just press that button. Wow. K-hole.
You know what I mean? We have fun now. It's a different world.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Damn! Would he stop hitting that button? That's what you're probably saying. Damn.
It's called the 27 Club, T.
Why do I give a fuck when these people died? It's got nothing to do with me.
Man, God damn it, I have too much shit that I need to watch right now.
Oh, yeah? What do you got to watch? What are you thinking about? What made
Well,
you say-
first I gotta fucking...
Oh, The Sopranos? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Got you.
The
What
Sopranos,
else?
The Gilded Age.
Gilded.
Oh, yeah. The Gilded Age. Yep.
Yeah,
Got to
yeah.
catch up on that.
Catch up on that. Mad Men.
Okay.
Oh, yeah? Was this all right?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's really well done. You know, I bailed after a couple episodes. I was like,
Mad Men?
yeah.
Okay.
But, you
Never
know,
started it.
yeah, check it out if you want. It's one of those, it's like it's really well done, but it's really of a time. I don't know. If you like it, you'll like it. If you don't, you don't. I don't
You know, I saw a reel that was talking about how Sopranos, like you don't find Sopranos finds you. So like, don't stress yourself out about watching it. Eventually, it will inevitably come your way, and you'll find it on your TV.
I don't know, T. What if I don't want to watch The Sopranos?
What if I'm not in the mood, T?
What if I'm not in the mood?
You better get in the mood, Chris. Christopher, you better get in the mood.
You get in the fucking mood.
You better get in the fucking mood.
Oh, baby.
You know, pussy seems like it would be really easy to do, but because all you got is the lateral lisp. You just got to have a gravelly voice and a lateral lisp.
Oh, that's
But
one
then-
of the characters. I was like, what are you talking
pussy,
about?
pussy.
I was about to say, someone who doesn't know the show, hearing that statement would be like,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
But like
Okay,
every time I
gravelly
try
voice,
to do
lateral lisp.
pussy, it doesn't sound like him at all, dude.
I'm trying to take these quotes out of context. Okay?
Also, no spoilers, but I just
None.
watched the episode, the very important episode on the boat with
Oh, the
pussy.
boat.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, all you got to say is like, a setting point and I'll know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anyway.
Big P on the boat.
Also, for some reason, I find it really difficult to get Polly's voice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All I can do is, whoa! That's
Whoa.
the closest I can get.
It's like imitations are kind of like vocal ranges, right? Where it's like you hear a certain person singing and you're like, that person's just out of my range. Like,
Yeah,
I can't do Mariah Carey, a lot of what she does, I can do like Joy Division. You know what I'm
how
saying?
you phrase that. I can't do a lot of what she does. Some of it I nail, but a lot of it.
I get
Yeah, some of her outfits.
Some of her outfits are a little, little risque
I was trying
for
to be
me.
humble. I was trying to be humble. He seized on it.
That's so funny.
He wasn't humble enough, I guess.
Some of it I'm really good at, but a lot of it,
Yeah. Mash that.
Fucking
Well-
Mariah Carey, man. What are you gonna do?
M. Care, okay. Not related to Jim Carrey, okay? I learned that the hard way. I thought that they were siblings when I was young.
No.
Spoiler alert.
Unfortunately not.
What I said, you know? Damn! That's what I said when I found that. 27 Club, what do you guys know? What do you guys know?
I wish I was
Inklings?
in that club.
Me too.
I wish I was in that club. When
It'd be easier than this shit.
Burn
Hey,
out
you doing a
fast.
Brando? That's not bad at all, man.
Do it again.
You know? I don't know what I was doing. This is one of those where Rob multiple times will be like, "Hey, do that thing again," I'm just tapping in, you know. I don't even understand what
Tapping
I'm
into
saying.
something. You're just a conduit, man.
Half the reason I record this podcast is so I can hear myself back because I don't remember anything. You know, they say short-term or long-term memory retention is bad. You know, I have no short-term memory retention.
I
If
wish
it gets
I
into
was
the long,
in
it's good.
I wish I was in the 27 club.
That's a terrible brand. Oh my God.
That wasn't bad.
Just scrub that, man.
All right, I'll cut it. I'm cutting that part out.
Scrub that out.
So 27 Club, if you guys were in the 27 Club, what year would you have died?
Shit. I got to do math and shit.
Math, bro. Oh shit.
Man. God
2016?
Yeah, I
Maybe
think so.
2014. Maybe.
Okay. So you're saying the last 12 years would just wash?
Just, you know,
Just
this isn't where I wanted anything to go. You know, anything. This is all going in the wrong direction. So, you know, but I didn't, and also my music might have been more popular for a while. You know,
It might have. It's possible. And actually, we could talk about that popularity of things. What are you saying?
Oh yeah, there's probably hella unfamous, not famous people who died at 27.
fucking losers.
Hold those. Yeah, never mind.
No. What are you saying? Who?
I don't know. Nah, I don't need to ask that.
Nah, come on.
How old was 29E when he died?
Oh no,
Oh, I don't know who the hell.
he was
Who's
much
that?
younger than 27.
Oh, all right, word.
He wasn't 29?
No.
No, God, no. He was like probably 20 fucking 2 or 3, maybe. Maybe not. He's a youngin'.
He was a young buck. R.I.P.
A young buck.
I don't know who 29E is. Am I bad? 29 East?
No, you did not meet him. This is before your time.
Okay.
This is before your time.
You're talking local rappers, not like I was like, is this a
Exactly.
No, on a zeitgeist or something like that. I'm sorry. This is a personal thing.
Yes.
Well, the 27 Club, you know, we could talk about a couple things about it.
Oh.
Including a bunch of the artists that, you know, died. I can give you a brief summary of what it is, but essentially, there's a very well articulated summary right here. The 27 Club refers to the widespread legend that notable people, particularly musicians, are unusually likely to die at the age of 27. This happened in the early 1970s following the deaths. 4 different people within a 2-year span, all at the age of 27. And it was an uncanny coincidence that left its mark on the collective memory, but kind of didn't really do anything until Kurt Cobain died in 1994. And that's when
he was 27?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kurt Cobain. So originally, you know, I'm going to go through the roster, okay? Because there's a lot of different people. Not all of them musicians, but most of them musicians. But there's a lot of very talented people that died at the age of 27. The first of which being Robert Johnson. Go ahead, Kevin.
Real quick, I was up here. Oh, I got to do math. That was 10 years ago for me.
So you don't have to do any fucking
I didn't have to do any math. I had the fucking thing. I'm like, wait a minute.
You're like, wait, I got to do math?
Funny.
Fuck that.
Oh my God. I just completely shut down. Oh my God. So slow. But yes, Robert Johnson at the Crossroads. I did not know he was 27. That's
He's
crazy.
a youngin' as well. You know, let me say this though, real quick, before we get into it.
What?
I
Go
don't
ahead.
think there's anything particularly like mystical about the age 27. I think that probably most famous people, or like a lot of famous people, have died in their 20s because that's like the age when they get famous. You know what I mean? So probably, 27 is some sort of like mean or median age for people who die in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like there's probably a lot of people who died at 27, but a lot of people probably died at 24, 25,
Well, a lot of people die at a bunch of different ages. We can get into some potential explanations before we get into the people. Do you want the potential explanations first or the people first?
And real quick, how old was Tupac and Biggie when they died?
25 and 24.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Respectively. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people like are more likely, that you get famous in your 20s and then the life catches up to you pretty quick because you have unlimited access to everything. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, again, the uncanny coincidence left its mark on the collective memory, not just their age, but the common thread of musical genius, counterculture influence, tragic allure of a life cut short, fame, drugs, the struggle of being human, right? There's like a lot of things that go into it. Again, do you guys want potential explanations or people first?
You better give me some fucking people, bro.
Yeah, okay. You started.
All right, so Robert Johnson, okay. Yeah, Delta Blues, most celebrated singular talents, one of the most.
Iconic, man.
Yeah, Robert Johnson recorded a bunch of stuff. This list that I'm going through is Rolling Stone, by the way, and so they just assembled it because it's a publication and journalism exists. So you should maybe support journalists if you want to, but maybe not. But either way, I don't know if I support Rolling Stone. I don't know anymore. I don't know anything. Okay.
All right.
Where's that confusion commercial when I need it? That's all I know. Okay. Things about Robert Johnson that I didn't know, Kevin. I think you were saying you didn't know that he died at 27. I didn't know that either. I did not know that he only recorded less than 50 songs in total. So,
I knew that because I had the entire recorded works of Robert Johnson, and it was on like a fucking 2-disc thing or something.
It was like 50 or 40.
Did you have that at the Lagoon?
Yeah, I had like a whole book thing. It was like a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
Vaguely remember that. Holy shit, it
was cool.
Yeah, later covered by bands like the Stones, Cream, Captain Beefheart. In August 1938, just a few months after his 27th birthday, Johnson allegedly made moves on the wife of the owner of the Roadhouse that he was playing at, and drank from an open bottle of whiskey that he was offered, and then died 3 days later of strychnine poisoning and pneumonia.
Damn.
And is then buried in an unmarked grave in Mississippi. So, yeah.
Man, that's a terrible way to die, by the way. God damn.
Yeah, I'm sure that was not a peaceful 3 days.
Fuck no.
No.
Terrible suffering.
And I mean, I might as well just hit it now because we're going to be... This is a slippery slope. You know what I mean? Second week in a row, Rob. Second week in a row. We're slipping right on into darkness. So as looking through this list, I had to do some schooling, because some of these names I knew, but I didn't know much about. Brian Jones, I did not know the story and the legacy of Brian Jones nearly as much as I should have. You guys know Brian Jones?
He was Jones? Who was he fucking around with? He was fucking around with some pretty influential people at the time.
Very influential people. He named the Rolling Stones. He's the one who put the ad out in the paper to form the band, right? He ended up getting essentially kicked out of the band because of drug use and things like that. He died in 1969. The result of foolish behavior, I think, quote unquote. from the
that
police.
was on the certificate of death.
Yeah, but he was found
This
dead
guy was
at the
fooling
bottom
around.
at the bottom of a swimming pool, and a mix
Ah.
of drug and alcohol in his system, with like enlarged organs and like massive bodily drug use.
Yeah.
His body was all fucked up from that. I articulate good and well.
Some
Some people thought it was a
Are you
suicide,
talking?
but like, where is it? Where is it?
Do you even have it?
I do.
Right.
Are you talking?
There you go.
It's quiet, but it's there. Apparently, people thought that he was murdered, and there was a whole theory about him being murdered, and they even made a movie about the theory that he got murdered. It's called Stoned. It came out sometime in the 2010s, I want to say it like that. But yeah, Brian Jones. Kind of a sad ending for him. He, was big into the band. He wanted to do a lot of blues covers, and that's what they were kind of doing. And then as they got signed, and if you understand anything about musical rights and stuff like that, you don't get paid as much to do a cover as you do to do an original song. And so Keith Richards and Mick Jagger, they were like grade school friends and stuff like that. They'd come into the band together. They wrote songs together, inspired by the Lennon McCarthy duo, and we're just like, yeah, we want to write more songs. And so that was like the beginning of Brian Jones being kind of pushed out. But then he just apparently was like almost bipolar in that, like, he was super nice one moment and then like super neurotic and crazy in another moment. I didn't read the words bipolar anywhere, but the behavior was very hot and cold.
Wow.
Yeah. Canned Heat guitarist Alan Wilson.
Never
he
heard
died.
of him.
Well, Canned Heat played at Woodstock in '69. They were pretty
Okay.
famous at the time. Okay, so they were up there. And then he got depressed and he was known to sleep outdoors, I guess. And he fell asleep in the yard of his buddy, and then they found him like one morning with a bottle of pills next to him, just dead in the yard. So, yeah, some people think he committed suicide, but it was alleged, or it was
Are you talking?
they decided that it was a result of an overdose.
Keep your finger on that one.
Yeah, it's a hard one today, folks. Woohoo! One of the most notorious, Jimi Hendrix.
Okay. Jimi motherfucking Hendrix.
And should I have like some sort of sounder for each one of these I hit? I'm thinking of which sounder is the best. I could do should I do that one, or should I do the warp?
That I'm gonna put that on my SP, or send me that sound effect when you get a chance, because I love that shit. That shit, I'll just be doing something at work, or I'll like hit my elbow on something. I'm like,
Well,
how did Jimmy H die? Dude? What happened?
okay.
Drug
Well,
overdose.
I figured out the sounder that I'm.
He
gonna hit every
overdosed for
time.
real?
Yeah, every time I say someone's name, because each one of these people, they died too.
yeah.
young.
I think every
that's the
one of
fact
these were so far has been drug overdose or drug induced.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Alan
guess even
Wilson.
Robert Johnson, shit, technically.
Yeah, well, technically, yeah.
He was murdered,
Yep,
but
strychnine
still.
poisoning. It's not like drug induced, but
But it
uh,
technically was a
pleasure.
result of his drinking. So,
Exactly. Yeah, the
Yep.
whiskey. So
And then Brian Jones in drowning, being on drugs. Alan Wilson barbiturate overdose. Jimi Hendrix apparently during his later years was known to be reckless and would just take a handful of shit not knowing what it was. He took
That is not advised.
interesting.
September 18th, 1970, staying with his girlfriend in London. He took some sleeping pills. Nobody is sure how many pills he swallowed or whether he understood what he was taking, but the drug was Vesperax, and it was a strong barbiturate. Half a tablet would be enough to put you to sleep for 8 hours, and he was alleged to have swallowed about 9. So, yeah. That's Hendrix. Janis Joplin, okay.
Oh wait, so
Janis
Jimi Hendrix
Joplin.
wasn't heroin. Well, who told me that? Why did I think that? I did a
You know,
report
there's
on.
so many stories about
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix, like drugs he took or things he did. You know what I mean? Who knows, dude?
We should probably do a Probin Time on Hendrix, like as a Seattle icon, and one of the greatest guitarists of all time. potentially.
Shrouded in
Guitar-
mythology.
I'd like to do that. I'd
That'd be
in
dope.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a Hendrix one, but apparently I didn't know that the drug was Vesprax, and
I
I'm
didn't know that
assuming
either.
that this article, being published by Rolling Stone, they did the vetting.
Yeah.
Janis Joplin, like I said,
That was heroin, right?
super sad story for her, man. So she was feeling super depressed in like her last recording session. She recorded a song, "A Woman Left Lonely," and she knew her boyfriend was cheating on her or taking her for granted. I don't know if he was cheating on her, but she was, bummed out. So at 1 a.m., she got her heroin kit out, injected heroin into her arm, went to the cigarette machine in the hotel lobby, returned with a pack of cigarettes, closed the door, went to get a cigarette and, was on heroin and just tipped over, hit her head on the table and was found there dead.
Oh, shit. So
shit.
she died
Damn.
from falling over.
Well,
'Cause
she
she was
might have been
fucked up.
she might have been knocked unconscious. I don't know. I don't think she bled out, but it was the heroin mixed with the head injury. So
Goddamn.
she ain't yeah. It wasn't fun for her. Yeah, like I said, super tragic. Jim Morrison. Apparently he didn't gain posthumous fame, because a lot of these people, they died and there was like an immediate outcry. And Jim Morrison there was, but apparently there was a resurgence of sadness of his passing when Apocalypse Now came out.
Oh, okay.
Because Coppola uses the end in the soundtrack. So the 27 Club, it helped to reinforce the idea that, he had been super special, that his death was fated. There was something weird going on. The fact that apparently his girlfriend died at the age of 27 as well. People brought that in. So that was another thing.
Did he die in a bathtub? Was it him that was found in a bathtub? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he died. He had drowned in a bathtub. Yeah. Ronald McKernan, aka Pigpen, he was one of the guys that started the Grateful Dead.
Oh, okay.
He started drinking at age 12. Like, real bad. And so by his mid-20s, he had cirrhosis of the liver, ulcers, a bunch of health problems. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he had been dead for at least 2 days when his landlady found him.
Ugh,
so
that's rough.
The Stooges founding bassist, Xander was his name. Dave Xander Alexander, he was a loose cannon, apparently, and he had been drinking so much that he had developed pancreatitis and went to the hospital. His lungs filled up with fluid and he got a pulmonary edema. So unfortunately, and he was kicked out of the band, for his drug uses and shit like that.
You get kicked out of the Grateful Dead for drug use. That's bad.
No, yeah, bro, you fucking up.
No.
You fuck it up, bro.
No, that was Pigpen. Pigpen was in the.
Oh, this is the Stooges.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
But even
I don't know nothing about the Stooges, but
yeah, me neither.
I mean, Iggy Pop was into some crazy shit.
Oh, that's Iggy Pop's band.
Yeah, Iggy Pop and the Stooges.
Okay.
They were into crazy shit, but you had to show up for practice. This is kind of this is the same reason that what's his face in the Rolling Stones? He got
Brian Jones.
Brian Jones. He wasn't showing up to practice. He wasn't contributing to the things anymore. It's like one thing if they're moving into a different direction, but you got to be an active participant. And if you can't show up, another thing, Brian Jones got arrested multiple times and had drug charges and thus couldn't travel to the North America to do stuff like that. So that was the ultimate, straw on the camel's back.
Fucking up the business.
Right.
Pete Ham committed suicide, unfortunately, and he was in the group. What group was he in?
Who the fuck is Pete Ham?
Pete Ham was one of the he was in a group called Badfinger, and it was one of the bands that the Beatles signed to their label Apple in the 60s. So the Beatles tried to
I didn't know they had a label.
Right.
Yeah, they started their own label, Apple. It was like a media, it wasn't just a label. It was, they were going to put out movies, music, clothing. Like the story of the Apple brand is kind of crazy. I didn't realize that much about it until I had watched the anthology with Selena.
That's pretty like modern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
No, exactly.
entrepreneurial mindset.
Exactly. Like the Beatles, like it collapsed because they spread it out too thin. They didn't have like a creative director, and so they were just pitching ideas and like doing too much shit. And
Yeah, you
lot of it
need a
didn't stick.
curative
Wait,
force.
was there a correlation between Mac Apple and the Beatles Apple shit? Is Steve
Not that I
Jobs
know
dick
of.
riding?
Probably. That's very
Perhaps.
possible. I mean, it's technically Macintosh. I don't know when it switched over to Apple. When did that happen? Or has it always been called both?
I don't know.
I
I don't know that one.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
look it
know.
up.
Well, Chris Bell was a guy in a group called Big Star.
Big star.
1972 or in 1978, he crashed his sports car, died age of 27. There's a group called the Minutemen, punk band. They had a singer, guitarist, frontman, D. Boone.
Wait, what was
passed
the
away.
name of this band?
The Minutemen.
The Minutemen. Oh yeah, I know the Minutemen.
Yeah. Influential punk band. REM asked them to go on tour for them back in the day. Died in 1985. So once again, gotta forgot to hit him for a bunch. But then you got Basquiat. Basquiat passed away at 27. Massively talented, high school dropout, self-taught, neo-expressionist artist, painted graffiti under the name Samo in the 80s.
And did he overdose?
Yes, he succumbed to drug problems, pretty bad later in his life, opiates and cocaine. And he claimed to be shooting 100 bags of heroin a day towards the end of his life.
Oh, what?
What
They
the
must
I'm
have been
assuming that those-
diluted or something. I don't know.
Yeah, little bags.
No, they're probably little bags. They probably weren't diluted. You build up a heroin tolerance. Just
100
probably.
bags is insane.
I mean,
But that is
let's
how a
think
lot of people die, is that they build up that massive tolerance and then they get clean and then they think they like binge 1 week or whatever and they think that they've got that same tolerance and then they just overdose all day.
Yep. Yeah, obviously, has a lot of influence in both the hip hop and the art world. Book Basquiat. Mia Zapata. Do you guys know Mia Zapata? Seattle legend.
Sounds really familiar.
She was in a group called the Gits. GITS.
Oh yeah, she was fucking murdered though.
Yes, but she died at. This is about people dying at 27. This isn't about how you die. This isn't, it's
I
not
know, she was
necessarily
fucking
overdoses.
raped and murdered, man. It's terrible.
It was awful.
Central District, I think.
Yeah. Nirvana and Pearl Jam helped to raise thousands of dollars to hire public or private investigators. And they did find her killer in 2003.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
But yeah, it was 10 years later.
Damn.
And it was, very sad. But she, this isn't just about overdoses. One of the dudes, he died in a plane crash. Or I'm not, sorry, not a plane crash. It wasn't a plane crash. It was a bike crash.
What's his name?
Chris Bell.
Chris who?
Bell.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of it.
I'm sorry.
Never heard of it.
Kurt Cobain. We mentioned it earlier. Okay. When he died in 1994.
Heroin.
This is when, yes, heroin.
He was murdered as well.
Yes, he was.
Shit.
I know.
I mean, we could
do
do a whole episode about the speculation and the things about Kurt Cobain and his death and all of that stuff. I mean, there's speculation that he killed himself. There's speculation that he was killed. Obviously, it was deemed that he killed himself. But this is the moment when the 27 Club came to be. Kurt Cobain's mom made a statement saying that she didn't want him to join that club.
Oh, okay.
And it was published in the Aberdeen paper. And then that was like taken and, circulated by the Associated Press and everything. What she was referring to apparently was the club that Kurt Cobain had 3 members of his family had committed suicide. She was referring to the suicide club. And she was like, I didn't want him to join that. She wasn't saying that she didn't want him to join this club that he had been talking about, that he planned to kill himself at the age of 27.
Did he talk about that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he had apparently in the year up to his death, he had almost overdosed 24 times and tried to commit suicide multiple times. He wasn't living a happy life, right? He had a lot
wasn't
of
doing well.
Wasn't doing well. So it's unfortunately speaking, if he were to be murdered, right? If you wanted to target him, he would be a
good target. Yeah.
I've
been by his family home in Aberdeen, and I've been by his the home that he died in Seattle.
Oh shit!
Little trivia.
Right. Is it like a tour you went on or something?
No, I just randomly, because Ruben's grandparents lived in Aberdeen, so we went and hung out there once, and then I
was like, the fuck were you doing?
When my cousins came into town, they wanted to see Kurt Cobain's house.
I was like, what the fuck were you doing in Aberdeen?
I know, right?
Shit, I would
never be there. I know, you would go to fucking
I would be in Aberdeen. I've probably been to
reason.
Aberdeen doing some stupid shit. I was everywhere. I've been
I went
so many
to
places.
Aberdeen to buy some
I've been
ketamine.
everywhere, man.
Oh, damn, I should have put that in Kmart. Oh, that's a bar.
It's Aberdeen
Aberdeen, buying ketamine.
Never too late. Another through line to Courtney Love, the partner of Kurt Cobain, but her bandmate Kristen Pfaff died at 27 of a heroin overdose.
Damn.
Kristen Pfaff. How you gonna have that last
2
name,
months.
bro? That's crazy.
2 months after Kurt Cobain's death, one could, even if they wanted to in a conspiracy theory world, say that she knew something about Kurt Cobain and was then killed.
Oh, shit.
Via a heroin overdose. One could say that. They could speculate, allegedly, things like that. I don't know.
Kristen Pfaff kind of looks like Juliette Lewis a little bit.
A little bit.
Now that I'm looking at her.
A little bit.
She's a pretty lady.
You guys know Randy Walker, aka Stretch?
Nope.
This is one that I realized that I did not know enough about Tupac. You mentioned Tupac earlier. Okay. At the height of popularity, Tupac, this is from Rolling Stone. At the height of his popularity, his power was such that a person could become famous simply by existing in direct vicinity. That may be how Randy Stretch Walker rose to his prominence, but he possessed far too much raw talent to be written off for just another hanger-on. A skilled producer and strong rapper in his own right, Stretch was a regular guest on Pac's studio records after a run with his group Live Squad. Whether behind the boards or on the mic, Stretch exuded the original gangsta authenticity that sold records during the 90s. That same realness eventually made him the target of a November 95 assassination in Queens.
Damn.
That's where he was from, Queens. And that was less than a year before Tupac would be killed himself. So I obviously looked into the features that Stretch has done on Tupac stuff. I had heard him before. He met Shock G, and then Shock G introduced him to Tupac, and he and Tupac instantly became friends. But there's a album, Thug Life Volume 1, which I have not listened to, that came out in 94. You guys familiar with this record?
I'm pretty sure I've listened to everything that Tupac did.
It was Tupac, his stepbrother, Mopreme Shakur, Stretch, and Big Psych, the Rated R, and the Macadocious. These were all the members of this group. This album, you can get it, but when it was released, only 10 tracks were released of it because a bunch of the songs were taken off by the label as they were deemed too controversial, including the song that ended up becoming the fucking, was it Runnin'? The song that was released with the Tupac Resurrection movie release.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember that when it was like the Tupac and Biggie song together, and everyone,
Yeah.
I was like, wait, they did a collaboration together. I remember being like, wait, this isn't like AI, obviously it was like 2000, but I was like, this isn't like put together in post, but like they actually did a song together. This probably led to their beef, if I recall correctly.
I never listened to this though. I'm looking at it. No, I've never listened to it.
I had never listened to this album, right?
I didn't even know he had a group called Thug Life. I didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying, right? The album has 2 songs that are just Tupac, apparently. It's got a couple songs that don't have Tupac on it. A bunch of the songs were taken off for being deemed too controversial, but all of those have been released posthumously in Tupac's, in his material. But fun fact, I did not know that about Stretch. So, or,
Stretch
this
Walker.
group. And now I got to listen to this album.
Yep.
And they've released the original song with Biggie and the whole group, but then for the movie Tupac Resurrection, they cut up a version that was just Tupac and Biggie. So that's why it sounds slightly different. Now I'm trying to find, where was I? Okay. All right, so we were at Stretch. Jeremy Michael Ward, heroin overdose, unfortunately, in 2003. You guys know Jeremy Michael Ward? I did not know. This is where I'm going to plead my ignorance, okay?
Oh.
Because this is one of the most, important musical figures in my life that I did not know who he was. You know what I mean?
Is he... Wait. So he was in Mars Volta? Or not?
Yes. So he was found dead of a heroin overdose in his LA home in 2003, less than a month before Deloused came out, which was their debut album. Deloused in the Comatorium. Okay. It's for the band's first LP, Mars Volta. It was one of the most hotly anticipated records of the year, despite it being their first record. And that was because At the Drive-In disbanded at the peak of their popularity, and people were pretty upset about them. And so Mars Volta, people were anticipating this, but At the Drive-In was going to be right there with Rage Against the Machine as far as touring with a lot of people. So Deloused in the Chromatorium, produced by Rick Rubin. So they teamed up with their childhood friend, the 2 dudes from At the Drive-In, which are Omar Rodriguez Lopez and Cedric Zavala. They collaborated, so they know Jeremy Michael Ward since they were kids, apparently, and he was the band's sound manipulator, in quotes, right? And he took a bunch of left field ideas and was able to realize them. The way that
does that mean, though, dude?
The way that
isn't every musician a sound manipulator? What does that mean?
Yes and no. Sound designers are different, right? A sound designer is not a guitarist. They are massively different. It takes
it's the same thing.
Person.
There's no difference.
If you want to reduce it technically, but I really like the way that they described Deloused here. Is a prog punk opera set in the mind of a drug-induced coma patient, which semi-factually told the story of their friend Julio Venegas, an artist who had leapt to his death off a Texas freeway overpass in 1996.
Whoa.
I didn't know that story behind that album. That album's one of the most influential albums musically in my life.
This At the Drive-In?
No, the Mars Volta's first record, Deloused at the Chromatorium.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Mars Volta was
Very
the first live concert I ever went to.
Was it good?
I thought A Perfect Circle was the first.
It was. Mars Volta opened for him.
Oh, well, look at me. Look at me.
I know, that's a fucking solid memory, bro. What the fuck?
Hold on.
It was Perfect Circle.
That's for
and
Kevin's
Mars
memory.
Volta opened up for it. I remember I was fucking 15 or 16 or something, but it was fire from what I remember.
Okay. Because I've seen them live a couple times, and one time it was really good, and one time it wasn't good because it's their music is so complex, it's really hard to do. So the the sound system isn't right. I think that if you know their music and you see it live, it makes more sense. But if it's the first time you've ever heard it and you're hearing it live, it might be really overwhelming. Some of their later stuff. Jonathan Brandis, super sad story. Kid actor. He was in Stephen King's It. You'd recognize him, but like he was like, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, like kid heartthrob, like people sending him letters of admiration and all that stuff. And then he like fell off. He was supposed to come back for this movie Heart's War, which was starring Bruce Willis and Colin Farrell, and they cut all of his scenes out.
Oh damn!
And it was
Was he just too fucked up or what?
No. They just
Or did
edited
he die
his part
and they
out.
were like,
Nope. They just edited his part out, and it led
But
to him
why?
being super upset, and then he committed suicide.
why'd they edit
Oh
all
wow!
those parts out?
Holy shit!
I don't know exactly the explanation why he was edited out, but he was cut from the film. They cut his character. I don't know. This is one of the dark sides of being in film and TV. Sometimes you're super excited. You're like, I was in this new show. I was in this new movie. Oh, I was cut.
I asked on Google, why were Jonathan Brandis' scenes cut? And the answer is, he was reportedly devastated when almost all of his scenes were removed.
Yes.
Bitch, that's not an answer. What the fuck? Google sucks, dude.
Yeah. The last one is Amy Winehouse. She also died at 27.
Oh, yep. And no one else died at 27. That's it. That's the entire list of everyone who ever died at 27.
Well, this is just artists, Technically, Anton Yelchin, he died at 27. He was an actor.
Oh, shit, yeah. He was fucking Chekhov, man.
Chekhov in the Star Trek reboots. I didn't realize that he'd passed away, but he passed away at 27 as well. So. He was in 18 films in 4 years, from 2011 to 2015. That's fucking crazy.
He was what?
He was in 18 films in 4 years. From 2011 to 2015.
Crazy, bro. What did he die of? Do you know? Car crash?
Heroin.
For real? Is that why?
He died in a freak accident.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying everybody died of heroin.
No.
You just assume until proven otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he died in a freak accident pinned against a brick pillar by his own car.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Fuck,
Did the fucking
bro.
emergency brake fail or something or what? Dude, that sucks. Damn, what a way to go. Shit.
What a way to go out. God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Sorry,
Fuck, man.
Anton.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'd
for
be
real,
like,
bro.
owie, my tummy.
Death is sad, but it also costs money, funeral, costs and,
Oh my God.
insurance, things
Right.
like that. So we got to get paid because, we're going to die eventually. That's all you guys-
What a segue, man.
We might not be 27 anymore, but we're going to die one day. So we got to get paid. So we got to go to a commercial.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's right.
Nice segue.
Your burrito just too big. It's popping at the seams down at the bottom. Gets a little messy. I thought burritos were supposed to be a finger food. Well, now with burrito tape, you can ensure that your burrito will stay closed all the way to the bottom. No more displacement, popping your tortilla open at the seams. Now with burrito tape, available at Star Mart, keep your burritos solid, whole, and delicious. Yes, burrito tape is edible, made by Scotch Brand. Available now at Star Mart. Eating more than 4 inches of burrito tape will severely disrupt your digestive tract. Consume in small portions. Not safe for children, or adults, or elders, or animals. Burrito tape is not edible.
So apparently, I guess it was the boring explanation of just like they were running into pacing issues and narrative issues. So they just edited them out. Not out of any reason, not from his
malicious.
fault. Yeah, it's just like, but I guess he really placed all his hope on that being his like, way to transition from being child star to serious actor. And because he got cut, he was just like, fuck it. Which I get, but.
Yeah. Jonathan Brandis, once again. That's the 27 Club. That's a list of a bunch of people that have passed in the 27 Club. And so I wanted to think of some explanations Okay. So
Yeah.
I thought of some explanations.
All right.
Hold up.
So
Shroom's got something to say.
There's also
Listen up.
Jonathan Brandis. Friends later shared that the hopes of a career resurgence were shaken when most of his scenes were cut from Heart's War. In 2021, his father told People he believed Jonathan may have suffered from bipolar disorder, urging others to seek help. So,
It's understandable, man.
Last little titty bit.
yep.
I mean, that would suck. I mean, but you know, if you're not mentally well, any kind of setback could lead to thoughts of, you know, lead to suicidal ideation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, man.
And so I obviously, like I said, the 27 Club, the Forever 27, this image behind us really came to the coincidence cemented that artists of musical and or other talents were dying too young and often at this age of 27. But Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison are the real ones that, you know, those ones alone is enough to make someone be like, oh, wow. Oh, that's something. And so this image is drawn by Scott Libido, you know, and
What? Scott
image behind us.
Bido?
Libido?
Scott
Libido?
Bio?
Libido?
Charles in Charge?
Charles in Charge. Well, you know, Nostalgia Pit, we seek to look at things through a hyperbolic and prismatic lens and understand the psychological whatevers, you know what I mean? You understand that? So I wanted to look up what the psychology of the 27 Club, like what is it about 27 Club that is like, why are people dying at this age? Is it statistically potentially, like, are there any stats that say that more people die at this age?
By the way, Libido has been a vocal supporter of Donald Trump. Okay. And he's
Really?
often, yes. And he's often, his paintings often involve patriotic, you know, flag themed, political themed themes. Yeah.
This is the 27
Libido?
Club painter.
Yeah. Scott Libido.
Well, Libido, we're taking you off of the background. I'll tell you that.
We don't support fascists in the pit. All right.
Fascist artist. Thanks, Rob, for ruining my childhood. Okay.
Yep. Creative patriot.
He's a creative patriot, bro. I don't know how, like, a dude in good shape, he's creative, he's sharp. How the fuck can someone like that, like, idolize Donald Trump? It's like, this guy's a sack of shit, bro. And he doesn't have any intelligence or creativity in his whole body.
Well, he made a poster that was in a head shop in 1996 that I liked, so I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry.
What do we got? Fucking Harry Potter back here? You know what J.K. fucking Rowling has done? I almost called her J.K. Simmons.
Very different person.
All bad.
Very different person. Well,
all right, let's explain this shit. Come on.
Well, I mean, who's your favorite of the 27 Club members? If you can only pick one, who you pick?
You know, it's fucked up because I actually haven't heard. Actually, I shouldn't even put myself on blast like that. But, J.K. Simmons, I know that guy. I like him.
That guy's awesome.
You know, I need to listen to more Jimi Hendrix's music. You know, I only know the hits. I'm always hearing new Jimmy shit.
Are you experienced?
But I think out of everybody on that list, and in me saying that, I'm most familiar with his catalog body of work than any of the others. Oh, and Kurt Cobain. I have heard a bunch of Nirvana shit, so maybe. Nah, I don't know. Jimi Hendrix.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Amy Winehouse.
And I'll pick Basquiat. We all picked someone different.
Oh my god!
Oh, I didn't know. Wait, did you say Basquiat earlier?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Were
Damn.
you here? I don't know.
Were you?
You guys just glazing over me talking. Apparently,
I
had a bad
must
voice.
have. Shit, I totally missed that one.
Is it when you were saying?
Okie dokie.
So I looked it up, and of course, there has been a peer-reviewed study
Oh,
from the University of California in Berkeley. Right.
Oh,
who fucking
On the
authorized that
27
shit? That's
Club.
crazy. Who's paying for
Path
that?
dependence, stigmergy, mimetic reification, or mimetic
Oh,
reification.
right. That's what I was thinking the whole time. So yeah.
Is the form. Duh.
Like mimetic reification was like the first thing on my mind. But yeah, obviously, that's probably what it is.
obviously.
So I have the scientific paper with like fucking charts and shit like that like has studied and actually looked into famous people's deaths and the ages in which they have died. And they looked at like over 3,000 things. I know we'll talk about it, right? I have the scientific paper, but I have the summary next to it. So I'm going to read the summary instead because it's a little
No, read the
more
whole thing
succinct.
from
Read the whole
beginning.
fucking
The
thing.
whole thing from start to finish, you piece of shit. Okay. There's a certain allure to the notion that some of the world's brightest stars burn out at the age of 27. The so-called 27 Club captivated the public imagination for half a century. Members including all the people that we talked about earlier. For a recap, I could do the recap sounder, okay? You know what I mean? But we're cutting it out. We're not going to play the whole thing. It's a 50-second song. Now, once again, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Basquiat, etc.
D Boone, lest we forget.
Thank you for remembering. You were listening.
I'll listen.
Oh, I feel heard. The idea is as seductive as it is tragic. The convergence of talent, fame, untimely death at a singular age. But is there any truth to this phenomena? That's what they're asking. Or is it merely a story we tell ourselves and to each other? Tell story
And
we
our
tell ourselves
children
and each other and our
At
children
night.
about fame, youth, etc. Well, they published their research paper. I'll put the link in the description, I guess, if we want it, because I thought it was pretty cool. I like
Yeah, you might as well.
do it. I like looking at graphics about psychological things and stuff, So this guy, Kaminsky, Patrick Kaminsky, and where's your name? It just says I. I don't know where the other guy's name is. It just says I. I'm not going to click the link to find your name. So it's Patrick Kaminsky and friend, okay? I'm sorry. They explore why the 27 Club persists in culture. They didn't set out to debunk the myth necessarily. And after all, there's no reason to think that 27 is an exceptionally dangerous number. Rather, they wanted to explore the 27 Club to understand how such a myth gains traction and affects people's perception of reality. So the question is the 27 Club real? Okay. The origin of the 27 Club dates back to the early 70s following the deaths of Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison. All of them within 2 years at the age of 27. And then that uncanny coincidence leaves its mark on a collective memory. A bunch of people die in the meantime, doesn't really stick, but it wasn't just their age. It was the common thread, once again, of musical genius, counterculture influence, tragic allure of lives cut short. The narrative is not just compelling, but it's almost mystical in its synchronicity. Okay? Analyzing data from 344,000 notable deceased individuals listed on Wikipedia.
Jesus.
They found that while there's no increased risk of dying at 27, those who do die at that age receive significantly more public attention. So again, you're not necessarily more likely to die at the age of 27, but if you do, you might end up getting a little bit more attention. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I should have died, man. I could have
Exactly.
been famous. Fuck.
Right.
Yeah, but do you get to experience the fame? Is that
Who
worth
gives
it?
a fuck a shit?
I don't know. But using Wikipedia page views as a proxy for fame, which is what they used in this instance, right? They used just simply Wikipedia visits, how many people are going to those links.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like, that's their way to gauge fame. So, it's simply like a quantifiable way, some people do Instagram followers, whatever. Okay. Their study revealed that the legacies of these 27-year-olds are amplified, garnering more visibility than the others who die at adjacent ages. So as you were saying, Tupac, Biggie, there's some names that are kind of, they're up there as people that died too young. It's known, but a lot of these people fall in the woodwork and they fall through the wayside and, whatever else.
How old was
So this
Eazy-E when he
increased-
died?
Easy-E. Ooh, that's a good one.
Because he was like
I think he was-
26, I think.
Oh, was he? I wanted to say he was over 27. Fucking Suge Knight, allegedly.
Yep.
He was 30. He was 30.
Oh, he was 30? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a little older, I wanted to say.
Never mind.
So the increased visibility has a strange effect. People are more likely to encounter those who died at 27 than other young ages, even if they are not aware of the myth. This in turn creates the appearance of a greater risk of mortality at the age of 27, and the myth of the 27 Club becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It became real because we believed it, essentially.
As does most everything in a human life, You believe in it, you bring it into reality.
So we believe this phenomenon can be understood through 3 interrelated concepts, which we'll talk about here in a second.
Mimetic reification.
Mimetic
One.
reification. Okay.
Right, of course.
It's top of mind for me.
Well, that was the third one in this list. So now I got to read the third one and then the first one and then the second one. Is that what you're trying
You can
to tell
do
me?
whatever you want.
I got to rearrange things? I got to go out of order? I got to improvise? What is this?
No one can force you to do anything.
Why am I talking like Jerry Seinfeld? I don't know.
I'm not good at impressions, so I'm just going to make a weird voice. Because I don't want to be left out anymore.
Such a solid plan, dude.
No, that's good. That's good. I like it. That was just the button I saw, so I hit it.
I do like
have a fanfare.
I do like doing a Southern accent. You know what I'm talking about?
It feels
so
good.
I can do that. Yeah,
It
it, does
feels
feel
right.
good. It feels right.
Yeah.
Something
about the Southern accent that just feels good on the tongue. Like, I can't remember who I think it was Zach Harper that I was talking to or listening to, and he was talking about how words have mouthfeel in a similar way to how like food has mouthfeel.
Yeah.
So like but accent, the Southern accent has a good mouthfeel. Something about it.
It does. It really does. I tell you what.
It's comfortable, man. It's
It
just
does
it's
something
speaking
to
in a
me.
way that's comfortable. It's smooth. I don't really know. Well, mimetic reification captures how beliefs can shape reality. Okay, we draw
Wait,
from a.
you mean mimetic? Is it mimetic?
Yes, like memes.
Okay, like a meme. Gotcha.
Am I saying it wrong?
Mimetic
What am I saying?
reification? Is that what it is?
Yeah, reification.
Interesting.
I hate it when
Captures-
that happens to my ass.
Come again?
When your ass becomes reified?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, dude, mimetic reification is going to change my motherfucking life, bruh. That's a great concept.
Yes. So these 3 concepts are important, in just understanding the psychology of how a person ends up. in the
Mimetic
place that they end up.
reification is the process by which a shared cultural idea or myth, a meme, becomes so pervasive that it shapes reality, eventually taking on physical or material consequences. Like religion.
Yeah. Quote, define a situation as real. They are real in their consequences. So the 27 Club myth has tangible effects on cultural memory and fame. By imbuing significance into the age of 27, society elevates the legacies of those who die at that age, making the myth materially consequential.
Yes.
Path dependence refers to how random events can set at a precedent that influences future outcomes. The initial cluster of high-profile deaths, remember that's 4 deaths happening within a 2-year period at the age of 27, was statistically improbable. We estimate that 1 in 100,000 timelines would have 4 such famous deaths at age 27, but it is estimated that a narrative pathway that has persisted and shaped collective reality. So I don't know exactly how they.
That always pisses me off though when scientists or like, statistical, analysts will say some shit like 1 out of every 100,000 timelines or 1 in a billion universes. It's like, bitch, we have one timeline as far as we know. We have one universe as far as we know. Like, what are you talking about?
But you can figure out, statistically speaking, how many people there are on the planet, how many people have the said level of fame, and how likely it would be. Like, it is
but that's what I'm saying. Like, the likelihood, it's so speculative because the likelihood is 100%. It fucking happened. You know what I mean? Like, what I mean?
but it's all it is simply trying to say is how improbable it is, though, that it's
100% probable because it fucking happened.
Because when you said that shit, I fell into my brain and was thinking about that. Like, do you motherfuckers know about other timelines? And then and this
how
other
many timelines do you have
timeline,
access to?
would it be like fucking? And then I started thinking like, so instead of it being like Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix, it was like some other motherfucker in the Doors, or like Sly and the Family Stone or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like, who are the other random 27-year-olds that were gonna?
Or we could have had a 29 club.
Oh, shit. Or there we go. Who's in the fucking 29 club? How many motherfuckers?
Yeah, why don't we have a 29 club, dude? I bet it could exist.
Because that didn't happen in this timeline. It could have happened
See, man, fuck y'all in this time. See, that's why I hate fucking time travel movies. It's because of shit like this. God damn it.
That's like Tenet.
This
dude.
isn't...
Oh, my God.
You guys are latching on the wrong fucking concept. This is a theoretical possibility of just how, like, it's simple math. Again, all you do is take the population
we
of the
discussed
world.
in the beginning of this episode how I feel about simple math, motherfucker.
Boom. Boom.
Well, you can't get mad that you don't understand math. Just simply accept that you don't understand it. But you're getting angry at the concept that this thing could exist.
I understand it. I just don't want to understand it. God damn it.
It feels to me arbitrary because I feel like every single thing is unlikely. Like, kind of the same. Like, the fact that I would have this particular replica gun and I would do this action with it just seems incredibly unlikely out of however many timelines you want to fucking add onto it.
The reason that this exists, the 27 Club, is because something happened that captured the fascination of people. The reason that it captured the fascination of people is because of its statistical improbability. This type of thing does not happen very often.
I guess so.
It's not likely to happen. And there's a reason that it captured the zeitgeist.
Even though it did happen.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, go ahead.
But
what are the odds type shit? Like, it's just so...
But that's what I'm saying. The odds are so arbitrary because the odds of anything happening is like 1 out of fucking infinite amounts,
Motherfucking Hank Williams, 29 Club. Heath Ledger, 29 Club.
Oh, shit. Is that for real?
Yeah. Ronnie Van Zant from Leonard Skinner.
Oh, shit. You ain't lying, bro.
Yeah, people die at every fucking
club,
age.
Bro.
You guys are fucking... What are you talking about?
That's the point.
You guys are fucking hamsters.
The 27 Club doesn't need to exist. It's entirely arbitrary. That's the point.
Yeah, and I'm telling you why it exists, and all you're doing is fucking like latching onto some fucking idiotic statistic that you don't understand, and you're just like latching into one minute detail just because you don't understand it. And
all right. Let me agree with everything you're saying. My bad. I didn't know you were invested and were on the scientific team that put this paper out. I didn't realize. Let me calm down and agree with everything you're saying, and we'll continue. My bad.
It's not about agreeing to everything that I'm saying. It's like you're not even letting me get through like the 3 points. It's taking like 20 minutes because you guys are like latching onto this one detail.
It's a bullshit detail, but please
at least let me get through the fucking thing before you like read it.
All right, let me not have an opinion. Go ahead. Come on,
29
man. This
Club.
is the pit. We got to get through it quick and on topic the whole time, dude.
Right.
Let's go.
God damn it.
Let's go.
I don't understand it.
Path dependence. We got through that. What's the next one?
Right.
Stymergy.
Wait. What the hell did you just say, bro?
What?
Stigmergy, I think is how you pronounce it.
Stigmergy?
Oh, is it like stigma?
Sure.
A mechanism of indirect coordination where the trace left in an environment by an action stimulates subsequent actions.
Yes.
The fuck does that
So-
mean, bro?
It means that the traces of an event will affect future events or actions. So as I was talking about with path dependence and how people found a statistically significant event to be fascinating to them, which is what, again, I was talking about earlier. What that means is that because that fascination is now in the zeitgeist, it will now affect future events. So now anyone else dying at the age of 27 is a coincidence that will echo into eternity, that now anyone dying at 27, people are the Leo DiCaprio meme pointing at the TV.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that's why this is why the 29 Club doesn't exist. The 24 Club doesn't exist, whatever. Yeah. People die at every age. This happens constantly.
Nobody's ever died at 47. Nobody.
What?
No one.
You glitched out of, did you say 47 or 427?
407. Nobody's
I thought
ever
you-
died at 407, okay?
You
He
glitched out
wouldn't
at
be
this
lying.
perfect little moment. And I was like, I can't argue that. I mean, I don't
You know why? Because I switched a tab and my computer was like, ugh.
Oh, because your computer's doing the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, essentially, it creates a feedback loop. Psychologically speaking, it creates a feedback loop. And that's the only reason that the significance of the 27 Club is a thing, psychologically
Yes.
speaking.
Damn, Chris
And then-
Farley was 47. when
Was
died.
he really for real?
Yeah, he's a 47
No, he
club.
Well, damn. All right. Well, I was wrong.
Chris
I
Farley
guess
wasn't
somebody
that
did
old.
die at 47.
And Brad Arnold from Three Doors Down.
Chris Farley was 33.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. He was fucking 33, dude.
Dude.
Nobody died at 47. I'm right.
That's this fucking this AI bullshit. It's fucked up. That's what I get for reading that.
Yeah,
Those AI
that shit
overviews
is
are
so
like-
wrong, bro.
Crazy
I knew
wrong
this.
sometimes. It's like, what are you talking? How did you get that
What are you
answer?
talking about?
Oh, Frida Kahlo.
Okay.
Jack Kerouac.
Kerouac. Yeah, she was 47. All right.
So there
I stand
is,
corrected.
like I said, a bunch of statistics that they have looked into as to if more people die at age 27, and ultimately, statistically speaking, after they crunched the numbers of 344,000 known people, right? It's not more likely that someone dies at 27. The only thing that really happens is that they get more attention to their Wikipedia pages or whatever afterwards. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
there is another theory about it.
Oh,
which
shit. Here we go.
I'll tell you about as soon as we get paid.
Gotta get paid.
So I was doing my SATs the other day. Let me tell you, okay? Have you done your SATs? I was doing my SATs. I didn't like it, okay? So I was doing my SATs the other day, and all of a sudden I got a little woozy, okay? Got a little dizzy. So what happened? I was like, oh shit! I didn't eat my Jimmy Dean sausage sandwich this morning, okay? It was a big problem. So I'm hungry. I'm in my SATs. I can't leave. What do? Well, thank God I had gone to Starmart a couple weeks before and gotten a couple boxes of edible pencils, because goddamn, I crushed about 6 of those. I might have been pooping like a beaver, some wood chips down there, but damn did I feel great with the energy.
edible pencils have vitamin K, vitamin B12, vitamin B6, vitamin X, vitamin 7, vitamin 3, all of the vitamins you need to really sustain your day. So next time you're doing your SATs, don't be afraid to go ahead and pop that pencil in your mouth and give it a crunch. Make sure it's an edible pencil from Starmine.
I ran out. I got to re-up.
Yeah, me too.
Edible pencils?
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to send us more, is realistically the likely. Because, I mean, you know, who else is putting out edible pencils ads the way that we are? That's all I
Right.
Nobody.
Nobody! Okay.
Nobody.
One last
Nobody.
thing on. Nobody at all. There is one more explanation / theory, which I don't have the most articulation on because I'm not the strongest expert about it. And you could do a lot of research on it. But this is strong. This is very much a type of thing where the topic or the theory is so vast that it really matters your teacher, the person that's articulating it. You know what I mean? Astrology is, of course, what I'm talking about. Saturn's return. Do you guys know anything about Saturn's return?
Nope.
Nope.
Saturn, the cycle that Saturn takes around the sun is about 27 years. So your Saturn's return, it refers to Saturn coming back to the same place in your chart that it was when you were born. And I don't, again, know too much about this. I was hoping that I would get a little video clip from Selena, an audio clip from Selena that she could explain what Saturn's return exactly means. But essentially, a lot of people have, you know, the quarter life crisis is kind of one of like the summary or a term that people use about like having massive life questions, you know, in your late 20s, and kind of like some people are like, oh, what have I been doing? You know, supposedly it's something that if you aren't on the right path in your life, you will feel massive turbulence that you may or may not understand, but you might be pulled to a different path, whether it's a career, whether it's like something that you're doing in your personal life, or, you know, like, you know, a lot of different things. But essentially to every, you know, it affects you from age 27 to 33. And there, I don't know exactly how you would tie that in. I didn't really find anything that was like written up on it, but I was curious if there would be any correlative speculation or someone trying to tie those two together as to what Saturn represents. But all I could really find was one Reddit post. And I don't necessarily agree with this person's verbiage and like how they're describing it. They seem like, this is again, like it's all about the teacher when it comes to astrology. When people speak about things in a very, very sure term, often it will like kind of rub me the wrong way, or if they speak on things in black and white, you know, like for example, the person that says like, oh, you are a Virgo, that means you are, you know, manipulative or some shit like that. And it's just like, no, that's not always like, manipulation comes in many different forms, not all of them just a Virgo, right? And like, I don't even know if Virgos are considered manipulative. I don't even know, right? But there are people that do that kind of shit. So I'm always wary of that when I come to like looking into things in the astrological sense. But this person summarizes it here. They say Saturn's return in your chart reflects major adjustment in your life. If you're not on the right track, tuned into what is nourishing you, etc., and good for you and keeping you alive, then you will experience a stripping of those extraneous things from your life. For some people, that stripping is so thorough that they are so invested in those extraneous things that the life force is thus removed entirely. So they have no will to live. So I don't know if I necessarily believe that, obviously. But I just thought of the significance of the Saturn's return. A lot of people believe it, you know, to be a thing. And 27 being the beginning of the Saturn's return. Not all these people died in the same way. But according to this astrological theory, theoretically, these people were something happened there. I don't know. That's like if I'm to go off what this person said, that means that those musicians and all those people that died weren't going on their right path, but they were all extremely talented. And like
Yeltsin, bro, he was just not on the right path. That's why he got crushed by his car. He lost the will to live. That's why his emergency brake let out.
It's when I read it, I was just like, that's just such an like.
I know, like that's idiotic.
Come on, yeah, it's idiotic. But the only reason I was looking into it because I feel like there could be something there, and someone could articulate something, but that person isn't it.
That person isn't it. It's time for you to do it. You know, you got to do it.
Well, I don't know nearly enough about astrology. This is the
void.
thing. And I don't know if
open.
You got to figure that shit out. You got to dive.
The void is gaping, ready to be filled by you.
The void is gaping.
Daddy. I don't know if I have enough to fill the void.
Whoa, that's big of you to admit. That's crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But to cut a further long explanation short, this person says, for Western-raised people, the most notable Saturn return period belongs to Jesus. His ministry began at the age of 27. And at 33, at the end of his Saturn's return, he was crucified. So,
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Saturn a Roman god?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there you go.
What's his
I always get
Greek
mixed
name?
up. Yeah, what's the Greek Saturn? Who's he? What does he do? Why don't we name the planets after the Greek gods?
Oh, Cronus.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Kronos. Yeah.
That's right.
Interesting.
I played God of War. I should know these things, dude.
You should.
I know. I haven't played it in a while, so I don't remember a lot of that shit.
I did not play God of War, unfortunately.
Man.
I watched a gameplay trailer of the new God of War. Looks pretty badass.
It's with his wife, right?
Yeah, with the chick. Yeah, you're a female.
Yeah.
Badass.
Oh, I hate that. Ew, I don't want to be a girl. Ew.
Yeah, that was
insecure in my male form. They
don't want
27 Club. We did it. Okay.
All right. Good.
That was it.
27. 27.
It was complete. No, you're right. I don't know. Okay, well, going back to this lifetime statistic, I don't know what the hell it means. But the only reason I was getting upset was because it's technically an extraneous detail. They were trying to explain that it was statistically improbable. But it ultimately wasn't the point of the whole thing. And so I apologize for getting frustrated.
I don't buy into that shit.
Unbelievable.
People do that about like God. They're like, how likely is it that we've come to this world with this planet with these conditions? It's like, bitch, it's 100%. Here we are. What are you talking about? What other worlds do you have access to? I don't know.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have access. I mean, technically, you can see a lot of planets and tell if there's life on them at this point.
Oh yeah, like other planets for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it depends on how you're phrasing the thing. But yeah, I'd be interested to see if in this scientific paper they actually break down what they consider a lifetime and how
I demand to know.
That.
I demand to know. I want to talk to these people.
Well, ultimately, this is the problem with science, right? Is that one small fact, if you don't have all of your little, knots tied up, one little thread out there will unravel the whole thing.
Garbage in, garbage out, bro.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like Mad God.
That's all garbage, bro.
Okay,
it's a great movie, but it's 100% garbage. Like everything in it is garbage.
Can we talk about that movie for a minute?
Yeah.
I felt weird after watching it.
I'm so mad I missed that shit.
Oh, bro, you would have loved it, man. I'm telling you.
Well,
watch it.
Yeah, you watch it on the good old fashioned Patreon.
It was gloopy, moist as hell.
It was moist,
squelchy.
Lots
of shit and barf and blood.
Ooh.
Too much. I felt like I was in someone's mouth,
Yeah,
like inside.
unbrushed septic mouth. Yeah.
Or maybe I was in someone's bowels, but either I was in some squelchy stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That being said, I slept very weird. I had very strange dreams. On my bike ride the next morning, I was like, I just feel strange. Like my perspective was like skewed.
Yeah.
Of both time and space.
Because you spent hours in that world, man. You know?
You spent hours just descending too.
Descending.
You know what I mean? Like,
Dead
did you ever play?
Descent.
Did either of you guys ever play like Guitar Hero or anything back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Did you ever play it like? You don't have to play it that much, but you play for a couple hours and then go into the bathroom or something and like everything's like scrolling down like the screen. You see the little
Yeah.
You guys ever, you like. I feel like Rob, when we were in New York, I'm pretty sure you said that you were seeing like the game. Remember that game that you were playing?
Yes. I forget what that was. Fruit Merge. Fruit Merge was playing behind my eyes every fucking. I got my wife into that. She was all addicted to it for a minute.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
We were like, we got to delete these off our phones, man. This is dangerous. It's
oh my God, that's terrible. That shit was oddly satisfying though.
It was so fun to play.
That was like such a
huge
think about it. Chunk of the trip. And I totally forgot about that until just now.
Fruit Merge.
Merging.
It's just like sometimes you see an ad for a game and you're like, that looks fun. And then you get it and you're like, oh, it's not at all.
Yeah.
But that was exactly as advertised.
You're right.
Well, the problem is, you get those games, it brings you the joy, you're enjoying it. But then at a certain point, that upward slope goes flat and you're just maintaining. You know what I mean? You're just maintaining. You're like, oh, I need to do this. Like you're like something shifts up there, where it's like it becomes like an obligation. It's like a chore. The addiction takes in really, and like we got to figure out that point, and that's when you just treat it like a ski jump. You know what I mean? You're going up.
Yeah, right.
You just jump,
and then you're like, all right, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's
my
totally
thrill.
a point when it's like this is not bringing me anything like what it used to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to maintain my streak, or I got to fucking, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they get you back.
Got to get me back. Well, I was going to say, speaking of getting back, we're going to go back in time to a day, in a time, in a place, 10 years ago. You guys know what happened 10 years ago?
10 years ago, huh?
I should have been dead.
And I should not have been at your funeral because I should have been dead before you.
Yep, exactly.
Well, and then we're going, we're hop, skipping, and jumping because we're still time traveling. We're going to go forward 5 years. So
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Yeah. We're now in 2021. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That's the year that this is. This is slightly after this podcast has begun. The podcast is young. A new album has just dropped. The album, of course, is Space Base.
Oh shit!
Hey.
That's ours.
That's your album. You guys
did
made
that.
An album, and it was called
Hey.
Space Base. Hey,
That's right
it's on the
there. Look at it.
wall.
He's got it up there.
I'm proud of it.
Wow.
Well, because let's be real. We're not trying to glorify drug use.
Violence.
Violence by any means. But there's a song, a lot of the people on this died of drugs. And so there's a song on this album that's called Space Base that may or may not involve drugs. And I figure it might be a good time to play the song because it's never been played on this podcast before.
Ho!
And
Whoa.
maybe it's time. Do you guys have anything that you want to say about Smoke in the Air? Track 9.
It's so funny. I was like, that's the only song I could think of that he's talking about.
Besides
But,
Acid.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But it's not
right.
a vocal though.
But I think we've also played that maybe on the pod. But
We played that recently, yeah.
yeah.
Acid.
Yeah.
Word.
I've been going through this album and playing all the cuts that we haven't played on the on the pod. And
On the pod.
On the pod. Smoke in the Air, Spacey, these are songs that haven't been played, but I figured we play Smoke in the Air because it's the time and place. You guys have anything you want to say about that? What do we need to know?
Well, it's weed smoke, not heroin smoke.
That's good. That's good.
So there's that.
No tinfoil smoke.
It's no tinfoil involved. Yeah.
Nope.
Hopefully you're not overdosing on a blunt.
No.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be very uncomfortable.
Some places they want to tell you that's possible. I've seen those commercials. You remember those commercials back in the day?
What they were like, you can overdose on weed.
Marijuana
you
kills.
You could overdose. It's not going to kill you, but you're going to be fucking uncomfortable.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it'll be
for a number of hours, maybe days, even maybe if it's.
You're gonna want to die.
Yeah, bro.
I wish you were dead.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever taken like too many edibles or anything like that? Where it's
my
like
first time.
Yes.
First time?
So the first LSG, the light skinned gladiator, he makes weed butter for the first time.
Okay.
And 1 ounce per 4 sticks of butter. This motherfucker.
God damn. Okay.
This motherfucker did like 1.5 ounces in 4 sticks of butter.
Okay.
Some crazy shit like that. And then he made these peanut butter cookies and doubled the butter recipe in the cookies. And then gave me a piece that was like this fucking big.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that shit. It's surprising that I ever did 8 edibles ever again after that experience, because it was actually fucking terrible.
How long did it last?
Oh my God. Felt like fucking millennia. It was at least 8 hours.
Yeah, I believe it.
I got high for like a couple days.
That's what I'm saying, because that shit could last days potentially.
It might have.
I don't like edibles anymore because of that shit. Like especially like I'm timid around brownies.
Yep.
Or baked goods. If someone's like, "Hey, I got a weed brownie here," it's like, I appreciate. I don't like going to get weed from the store, but I appreciate knowing how many milligrams are inside.
Right?
You know what I mean?
I have 100 milligram gummy in my cabinet. I'm not
now.
Gonna eat.
Do you eat that in one go, or is that a cut up?
Fuck no! I'd eat like a sliver of that shit, man.
I cut those in. I get those and cut them in quarters.
Yeah, quarters would be all right, probably.
Quarters, do 25. Pop that.
No, yeah,
that's still intense, but.
But I'm also a smoker. You're not a smoker.
No.
So I don't think I would be doing
not
25s if I didn't.
Oh, you don't smoke anymore. Oh, you
smoke no more.
You quit for real still.
He's taking care of his voice.
I did take 1 puff with Kano when he was over, but
no, you're not supposed to. No.
Yeah, I immediately felt bad though.
You okay?
I was like,
yeah, I caught myself doing the weed, like it sounded like an old person, just like,
oh yeah.
It was this high pitched, like, it was super casual, and it was just while I was sitting there, and I was like, man,
oh my God,
I'm not
just sitting there.
I got to treat my lungs a little better.
They're somewhat important in the grand scheme of things.
The breathing thing,
you got to do it. Unfortunately,
got to do it.
Right.
Well, besides breath it's a crazy thing, right? Because breath, it brings you life, but it also brings language and communication by exhaling breath in certain patterns, right? And then you take breath, and then you learn those languages, and then you create rhythms and speak, and then bring in sonic stuff, and you have music. That's how you get music.
Shit!
Damn.
I never thought.
It's crazy. It's this whole thing. The crazy thing about music, though, is that in 999,000 other timelines, music doesn't exist.
It's statistically almost impossible.
It's almost impossible that rap music actually exists. The likelihood, do you know how many lifetimes it would take? How many other universes? Space doesn't exist in any of those other universes.
I know.
Okay?
6 trillion other universes, and this is the only one.
There's only one. Okay. This is what we need to do, Rob, is we need to exploit this concept for our sales pitches. Do you understand how many trillion universes there are? And this is the only one. This is the exclusivity. False exclusivity. We're going to take it to a whole other level.
That's brilliant.
All right. Smoke in the air. Anything you guys want to say about it before we tune in?
Sean?
We're not talking about smoking heroin.
No, it's true.
Produced by Vaughn.
Vaughn did produce this. That's right.
There's a little bit of my ex-girlfriend singing on it.
Yep.
We got some vocals of that in there. It was fun. It was a great time. It was a gay old time.
Yep. I'm sure we smoked plenty of weed making it.
Right.
You know?
No.
Taking dabs and shit. I miss taking donkey dabs.
Speaking of which, I think you mentioned that.
I couldn't take a donkey dab right now. That would fucking put me right in a coffin.
Bro, I think about my consumption, 10 years ago. Well, this is only 5 years ago, but even 5 years ago, I'm just like, ooh, yeah. Coma.
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 Smoke one, roll one, smoke one, roll up fat blunts. Life gets more fun, so we roll one, we smoke one. Lost half of my vocab, took myself a fat donkey dab, popped myself a couple acid tabs. Now I'm hot and lost, floating in the lab, sipping on that craft brew. Got black cats, got herb too, smoking on that top tier. Float the cosmos, sitting right here.
Roll one when the coast clear. Roast one till the smoke clear. My rosebud is a pre-roll. I can smoke as soon as my folks here. We talk more shit than y'all talk. Got robbers are back up on all blocks. We climbing on track to call shots. My clickers stay sicker than smallpox. Put some smoke up in the air. Put some smoke up in the air.
Life gets more fun. We roll one, hey, we smoke one, hey, roll one, hey, smoke one, roll up fat blunts. Life gets more fun, hey, roll one, and you smoke one.
Lighten up that concentrate, won't be able to concentrate. Tripping like that wax is lace, confusion is the constant state. Dab pen getting crackin', we high, how good that vaping tastes. If I go big, hit the dab rig, eyes are in a vacant face.
High with me is where you need to be. Come with me to my sacred space. Whatever you need, take it to the face and see the shape that this magic takes. Got some shrooms if you don't mind the taste. Time it takes, it's time for tea. You and me, expand our mind gates, rotate, meditate, levitate with me.
Put some smoke up in the air. 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 Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.